Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Spiritual Growth Journeys. How are you all doing? So today's video, I will be covering an extremely controversial subject that I talked about in this book that I released in December. If you can see it, Walking with, here we go. Walking with Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. It's actually an ebook. I printed it out at the local printer. I cannot publish this with a publishing company because it's too darn controversial and it can't be made public. Actually, when Yeshua and Miriam of Magdala gave me this info, along which was combined with my memories of my past lifetime, I basically comprised this whole book with the combination of my past life memories and chatting with them and getting all of their life facts in order one after another that I couldn't fill, for filling in the blanks, I guess you can say. When they gave me the info, they told me do not publish it out into the general public. It's only available for my friends, my followers, my clients, my subscribers, whatever you want to call them. I don't like to use the word followers. How about students? Because I'm not anybody important. I'm just a teacher. So all my students out on planet Earth, I'm supposed to promote it to my students and my clients, my friends, my family. Not supposed to promote this book in the public. They told me until all of the evil was purged from the planet, and then they said all this information would be made public on a really major scale, along with all the religions coming down, because all the religions over the next several years will be crashing and burning. They will not exist anymore because they don't exist in any planet in space except for Earth, because they were created by the Cabal to control humanity. Religion is not a thing outside of this planet. It's going to be really, really shocking to all of the indoctrinated people who are indoctrinated into Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. The people who will not be shocked are people who are Buddhist, people who are Hindu, people who are Sufis, people who are, I forgot what that other organization is. There's a lot of different philosophical organizations that are not really a religion. They're not an indoctrinated religion. They're more of philosophy that's been followed for thousands of years. Those people are pretty freaking awake. They know about reincarnation. They know about chakras. They know about energy bodies. They know about extraterrestrials. They know about all this. So when everything comes to light, those and this is what's hilarious, is those are the people who make up a huge percentage of people on the planet. Actually, there's so many Buddhists and so many of those other types of people, Hindus, Buddhists, all of that. There's a lot more of them actually than there are Jewish people or Christians. Now, Muslims, that's a different thing. There's billions of those. We know that. But they're all going to be shocked to the core. A lot of them will be heart attacking and stroking out when they find out that their religion was all a lie. And my heart feels sad for them. I feel really sad for them, but they are making the choice to not awaken. And so everyone else who's awake, when the religions crash, they'll just go, oh, well, we were expecting this. The people who are still indoctrinated, some of them won't make it. They won't be around for the ascension. As things crumble around them, they'll be leaving here and going to another third density planet, because they're not ready to elevate to fifth density yet. They're still stuck in a fear consciousness where they need to be governed and told what to do and expect somebody's going to save them and fix their shit all the time. They're not willing to be accountable for their bad behavior. They think just because they follow a certain rule or a certain religion, whatever, that saves them from, being crappy, not nice people. Those people, what we call the hypocrites, they're going to have a really rude awakening. And some of them won't make it. They won't make it because mentally their brain cannot handle this. And so we need to have compassion. I have a lot of compassion for those people. I have a lot of them in my family. I have a lot of neighbors that are like that, a lot of friends that are like that, and I have a lot of compassion for them. and God will take care of them. I've told people over and over again that, we are all ascending. Nobody gets left behind or forgotten. And the fact of the matter is even though we're all ascending, we are ascending each person on a different time schedule. So a whole group of us will be going to 5D in the coming year or next few years or so here. And then the rest of the humanity will be going to 5D sometime in the future when their little souls are ready to transverse into that domain. So they will go to another planet just like this, where they will be controlled and manipulated and until their soul is ready to break free from that matrix. And so all we can do is just pray, lift them up in prayer. Prayer is my superpower. Lift them up in prayer to Yeshua and to Creator Source, and ask them to help them to wake up and become aware to the truth of the planet, open their eyes, their minds, their ears, their hearts. And that is a prayer that I say for everyone on earth every day. I ask God to open the minds, the hearts, the eyes, and the ears of everyone to know the real truth, not the truth that the media, mainstream, manipulative, mind control, MK Ultra media is feeding you, but open, and the religions and the indoctrination and the controllers are feeding you, but open your mind to that real truth outside of the matrix. I pray for that every day for this earth. I pray for all the people. So before I go any further, today I'm going to cover a very controversial subject, and the subject of this video is the bloodline of Yeshua, who they are, where they are, why they are. And again, I covered this topic in this book, Walking with Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. The fact that they did have a bloodline, some people refer to it as the Grail. The Grail, there's two Grails. One Grail is the cup that Yeshua drank with, and yes, that's a thing. The other Grail is the bloodline of Yeshua, or Miriam of Magdala over here. She could be considered the Grail because she was a vessel that carried the bloodline of Christ. And all the details of all that are in the book, and the link to buy that book is down below in the description. And once you purchase it, you will receive it in an it'll be emailed to you immediately, because I used to hand email these one by one to people, and it just got exhausting. So I actually have an app that when you order it, you will immediately get your access to your ebook of Walking with Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. So just wanted to let you know. So if this information that I'm giving you in this video is something that you like and you're interested in, please like the video so I know to do more of this type of thing. And please share it with people who are open-minded to this information. Please don't share it with indoctrinated people, because it really makes them angry. And then they attack me, they come after me, and then they say that, oh, you're going to hell and you're a demon and blah, 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 blah. Which is so far from the truth, since I walk with these two every day. You can't follow Christ and be a demon at the same time. That's not possible. And hell, by the way, for all these people who keep saying you're going to go to hell, it's like, okay, I've been a nice person my whole life. I've never done one bad thing to any human or any animal on this planet. Why would I go to hell? Please explain that to me. Again, that's that closed-minded, narrow-minded indoctrination. But if you share my book that you order with those people, or you share these videos that I do with those people, that's what we're going to get. We're going to get them going nutso and coming after you and going, you're possessed by demons and all that kind of thing. So don't do that. But if you like the video, please like, so I know to do more on the topic. Please subscribe to the channel. And you may or may not get notified, because YouTube is shadow banning me like crazy. They keep me limited. They don't alert my people. So you have to check back on my channel regularly So you know if I'm putting up new videos, because they will not alert you when you hit the alert. You can hit the alert bell and try it, but I've been messaged by lots of people saying that they're not getting alerted, and that's because they're shadow banning me because they don't want this information that I share. And that's how you know that people are speaking truth, is because if I was saying a bunch of lies, I'd have 100,000 subscribers on my channel with all the marketing and things that I do and all the people who know me. I should easily have maybe even 1 million subscribers right now, but instead I have 9,000. Why? Because YouTube is censoring me because I am putting out information they don't want humanity to know. Okay. So that is your clue that this information is relative. Now, whether or not it's true for you, I don't expect you to believe what I believe. I've said this over and over and over to people, that I don't expect you to believe my truth. Everybody has their own truth. Everyone has their own beliefs. My way is my way. Your way is your way. If you resonate with what I say on my channel, that's wonderful. You know, bless your heart. That's awesome. But if you don't resonate with it, then that's also great too. You know, you have the right to believe however you want. We all need to do that. So anyways, so now I'd like to talk about the main thing here. So Yeshua and Mary Magdalene had children. She had two babies that she gave birth to in the south of France. One was named Sarah, and the other was named Sephora. And they were twin babies that she had in her belly. And she traveled down to the south of France. She was pregnant, and they were born down there. They weren't born in Israel because everybody was set adrift on this ship. There was 30 something of them. I talk about that in the book, that were put on the ship, including Mother Mary and Saint Joseph of Arimathea. They they were put on this boat, set adrift to die out at sea, with some of the apostles and their families and whatnot. And she gave birth to those children in the south of France. Well, what happened? Well, that created a bloodline, and that bloodline lives on to today. Now, I don't want to go into too much detail because there's a lot of info in the book, and I would like you to read the book because the book really covers a lot of detailed information. But the main thing, the reason that spurred me to do this video is, I'll be honest, I got a message from yet another guy. It was a guy saying that he is a descendant of Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. He's of the bloodline, and he believes he is, but he doesn't really know. And then he starts saying, I have, my name is this and my name is that, and because of that, I'm, you know, whatever, I'm the bloodline. And then he's saying, who should I tell? Should I go tell the Vatican? He's like, he's asking me, should I tell the Vatican that I'm the bloodline of, you know, I'm a descendant of Yeshua? And I'm like, you are not a descendant of Yeshua. So I got to warn you all, there's a bunch of crazy pants people out there who are either being tricked by actual demons or AI or voice to skull technology that the deep state uses. They use this voice to skull technology to make you think you're a fairy, or just all kinds of people. They can speak all kinds of stuff into your head and make you think you're hearing voices. And you know, there's a lot of people walking around thinking that they are Yeshua or they are Mary Magdalene, and they're not. Those two, and I talk about in the book why they're not on earth. They're not here. They're here in spirit form. They're not here in a physical body. That's not possible right now. Okay. They'd be killed immediately. I've said this over and over again. The Cabal has what they call time travel. They can see the future. First of all, they've got that looking glass technology. They've got remote viewers, and then they have time travel devices. They've had them going all the way back to World War II. They were given that technology by the lovely gray aliens, the bad guys, okay, that have been working with the Nazis. So these people have all this stuff that if Yeshua or Mary Magdalene were walking in a physical body right now, first of all, they wouldn't be, because there's a movie called The Terminator. Okay, remember The Terminator, y'all? The Terminator, Sarah Connor is giving birth to this baby boy, and the baby boy is going to be the savior of the world from all the AI that's taken over the planet. And then the Terminator comes, or whoever they come to kill. There's one Terminator that's rescuing him and the other one that's coming to kill him from the future. Well, that is a thing. Okay. So here's the thing is they have technology that if Yeshua and Mary Magdalene were to be born into a human body, that they would see who the mother is going to be of these babies and they would snuff her out in 5 seconds. Okay. They have that ability. So that is one of the main reasons they're not coming back in a physical body. Plus, he told all of us that he was going to be here in our heart. He was going to be here in spirit form. He's always been here. He's never left planet Earth. Okay. He's always here because he is one of the protectors of this planet. And he's one of the teachers, the master teachers of this planet. So he's always here in spirit form. All right. He hasn't left. He's always been with us for 2000 years. All right. So when people say, when is he coming back? I just kind of laugh because it's like, well, he never left. So why are you asking him to come back? He's here. He's here right now. If you want to chat with him, you can do it anytime. I teach my clients how to have conversations with him. I'm not special, just because I was born with psychic abilities and I've developed them over the years. I can teach anybody how to do that. So anybody can become a psychic. You don't have to be born that way. I just was lucky. I came from a long line of women going back hundreds and hundreds of years, maybe thousands, that have my seer gifts and all that. We have these gifts, but anybody can develop this. It's called opening your pineal and your third eye, decalcifying your pineal gland that's been calcified by the Cabal. So if you want to have a private session with me, my link to my website's below and you can sign up, have a private session. I'd be happy to teach you how to connect with Yeshua and start to actually hear him, experience him, maybe even see him, that type of thing. You can definitely do that. And the thing is that they had these two babies in the south. She had them in the south of France. He was with her in his spirit body form the whole time. He got to watch his kids grow up in the whole 9 yards because he was always there with her, guiding her. She could see him. They could communicate. He just wasn't in a physical form, but he was in his spirit form. And that bloodline went on and on and on. The Merovingian kings were descendants of that bloodline. And it just went on and on. And to this day, there are descendants. Now, I don't reveal the exact number of descendants in the book or to anyone. I'm not going to ever reveal that number. In fact, Yeshua won't even tell me the exact number. I just know there's a fair amount of them. There's a lot of descendants. What they will tell me is there are not any descendants living in the United States. And the reason why is because it's too easy to snuff people out in the United States. There's not enough places to hide here. It's real easy to hide in other places in the world, like mountainous regions in Europe and underground and all. I mean, there's just all kinds of places to hide, but the US is just not a good place to hide somebody who you want to be, incognito. So none of the children or the descendants of them are here in the US. So when I have Americans who come to me and say, I'm their descendant, I'm just like, okay, either this person is crazy pants, they're being talked to by voice to skull technology, demons, AI, archons, ETs, entities, shadow people, whatever, somebody is getting to them and blowing a bunch of smoke up their butt. Especially when they sit there and tell me, should I tell the Vatican? Okay, so all of you who follow me know who the Vatican is and what it is. And if you're new to all this and you've recently woken up and you don't, let me tell you, Vatican has been sacrificing babies and children for almost 2000 years. They worship Lucifer and Satan. They're evil, 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 evil. If you're a descendant of Christ and you were to go into Vatican and go, here I am, woohoo, I'm a descendant of Christ, guess what they would do to you? They'd either A, tell you, you're crazy, go away, you bother me, little flea, or they would murder your ass. Why would they murder your ass? Because they don't want the descendants of Christ here on earth, because descendants of Christ have interesting superpowers. What they would do is use a blood sacrifice. It'd libel you and hang you upside down and bleed you out and kill you in terrible ways. I know that sounds gross, but that's the kind of stuff they do. And sorry, but for being so graphic. But that's the kind of thing that they do to people who come running to them and saying, woohoo, I'm the whoever. They either lock you away, say you're crazy, just say you're crazy, or they're going to sacrifice you. Okay. All I can say is I am really grateful that I'm not one of their descendants. I don't want to be. I do not want to be one of their descendants. Was I alive back then as a disciple of him? Absolutely. Was I following him around like a little puppy dog and learning from him? Absolutely. Was I related to him or his family, like his bloodline? No. No. And I wouldn't want to be, because the people who are in jeopardy of all kinds of bad things happening to them. So until we get the Cabal guys off of our planet. Okay. So when somebody messages me and says, oh, I think I'll go tell the Vatican, I'm like, okay. What I said to this person is I said, no, you're not one of the descendants, because the descendants are in protective custody by the Knight Templars, who, by the way, still exist to this day. There still are Knight Templars. They've been practicing and hiding in secret. And there's a branch of the Knight Templars that's a specific branch of them that have been protecting the Grail for the last 2,000 years. So the people who are the descendants all know who they are. They have protectors. They know who their protectors are, and they all stick together. And they're not going to be just some guy who just one day goes, oh, I'm a descendant of Yeshua because some voice told them, or they just suddenly had a belief that they were a descendant of Yeshua. That it doesn't work that way, people. So if you're watching this video and you think you're going to message me and say you're a descendant of them, yeah, I'm probably going to block you. I'm going to block you, because it's not possible. Because if you're contacting me like that and you really were their descendant, you're gone. You're out of here. Okay. You are so gone. Okay. If you're contacting me and saying that, you're either crazy, you're being manipulated by archons, AI, negative ETs, or demonic entities, or the voice to skull technology from DARPA. Okay. That's who you really are. You're being manipulated, and I pray for you. I pray that you are protected and that all of those entities are cleared away from you. And I ask Archangel Michael to come in and please take care of all those people and clear them out, because it's really sad. It's really very sad. And I am brutally honest on this channel, people. I am brutally honest. I just say it as I, feel it. So, anyways, I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about who they are, what they are, just a little snippet. Honestly, there's tons of info in this book. I'm not going to give the whole book away in a video, because that's just not good. That would take hours and hours and hours. I mean, this is a long book with tons of information about them. So if you want to learn more, you can get the book. But just so you know, there is a bloodline. The bloodline is one of the grails, one of the two grails. Okay. The other one's the missing cup, which we don't know where it is. People who say that they are the descendant are not the descendant. If you meet anyone at all who's bragging on YouTube videos or whatever that they're a descendant and that they're of that bloodline, if they were really of that bloodline, they would be dead now. So, or the minute they came out, yeah, you wouldn't see them ever again. So if it was the truth, if that's who they really were, otherwise, I already told you what the alternatives to that are. So anyways, I hope this was informational for you all. I hope, it's just another layer of info I keep putting out there of their real story, because I'm here to bring back the real teachings. I mean, one of my main missions on earth is to restore the Essene esoteric teachings that Yeshua and Mary Magdalene were teaching back then, and all of their family members and the apostles, the real info, not the fake info that was changed around by Emperor Constantine in the Nicene Council. And because Emperor Constantine was the first Antichrist, by the way, he basically took a bunch of pagan crap and made up his own religion that he mixed with some of the info from Judaism and Christianity and just made it all his own thing. And so it's basically a false religion. That's all I can say. The original teachings of Yeshua are going to be restored to this planet. They're going to be restored over the coming years. I'm not the only one that's here bringing back those teachings. There's 190 disciples that are here now. He had 20 apostles, and all of those apostles are here right now except one, and that was Mary Magdalene. She's not here. She was his head apostle. She's not here on earth in a physical body. There are aspects of her, an energy of her that's here in a way through, there's 29 women on earth that are carrying like a fractal, an energetic fractal of her as a representation of her. And it's kind of like a communication kind of thing. It's like, think of it as an energy communicator that allows those 29 women to communicate with her regularly. There's a bunch of men on the planet and women who are carrying energy fractal communicators with Yeshua. There's 190 disciples that are reincarnated in bodies right now that are here to spread the knowledge, the original knowledge. And some of them already have their marching orders and their information to teach, and they're already teaching it. And some of them will be activated over the coming year or 2 or 3. They're going to be activated, especially as soon as the solar flash thing hits the what you call the energy wave, the love wave hits the planet. They will be fully activated because we'll get all of our memories completely back of who we were before we came here. So then those people will be all activated, and they will know exactly what they're teaching from that point forward. And then we can all start bringing back the information. I'm already teaching it when I work with people. I'm teaching a lot of this stuff already. In fact, one day I was asking him, when am I going to get the information that I need to teach? And he just kind of laughed and said, you're already teaching a lot of it. Because I just know it, because I remember. And he said, you're already teaching it. So, but the rest of it will come for me as well when that energy wave hits. But there's a whole group of us that are here to bring this information back. I'm not some special super being. I'm just here as a teacher. I'm just one of many teachers. There's a lot of us that follow Christ and the Christ consciousness and are here to restore Christ consciousness to planet Earth. So thank you all for joining me on this channel. I love you all, and I hope you will like, share, subscribe. Again, like I said, do not share this with people who are not open to it, because all they do is send me nasty gram notes telling me I'm going to hell. So it's kind of, it really lowers your vibration when you keep reading that over and over again. So please don't do that. See you next time. Bye.